everyone. Okay, welcome back to the GED practice math, and we're going to call these problems 10, 11, and 12. Okay, these are a lot easier than the ones we've just done, so if you're looking for something a little bit more straightforward, relaxing, and practical, you've come to the right place. So we'll read through the problems, I'll give you some time to solve them, and then we'll run through the answers. So George is counting the calories he eats. His doctor gives him the following table of common breakfast foods. So we have 3 columns here. Remember, these are called columns. Okay, and then across, do you remember what these are called? The columns go up and down, and the rows go across. Yep, and these are the headings of the columns. Okay, so under food, we have oat cereal, milk, banana, orange juice. This is the amount, and this is the calories in this particular amount of the food. If George eats 2 cups of oat cereal with 1 cup of skim milk and drinks 2 cups of orange juice, how many calories has he consumed? We know consumed means to eat or to drink, to bring inside your body, to use up. We consume fuel in our houses and our cars. We consume electricity, and we consume food. It's something that we burn in order to get energy. Okay, so this one I actually got wrong the first time. I had to go back and do it a couple of times because it was hard to keep track of the 1 cup and 2 cup and get all of the items in my list. So my advice is read it out loud to yourself, go nice and slow, and write down each item. Take a little bit more time than Teacher Laura did. Okay, number 11, Henry repairs household appliances. He keeps track of how much time he spends at each house. On Monday, his first 4 repairs take 18, 24, 90, and 36 minutes. What is the average time in minutes spent per repair? And we remember from the other problem, average is when you have 1 total, that's a clue, 1 total, this is a 2-step problem, 1 total, and then you share it out into equal groups, okay? And in this case, I'll give you a clue here, we've got 4 equal groups, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. Number 12, Vanya earns $13 per hour if she works 40 hours per week. How much will she earn in 26 weeks? This is also a 2-step problem, so take it slowly and do 1 step at a time. Okay, pause the video, work the problems, and then we'll check the answers. Okay, everybody, welcome back. So we're going to be much more careful than Miss Laura. If George eats 2 cups of oat cereal, so 2 cups of oat cereal, that would be 95 plus 95, with 1 cup of skim milk, so that's going to be 85, and drinks 2 cups of orange juice, so 2 of these, 120 plus 120, how many calories has he consumed? So in this kind of problem, if you're doing it on a test, I would reread the problem. Make sure you've got them all. So 2 cups of oat cereal, 1 cup of skim milk, 2 cups of orange juice. Boom. Okay, so it says how many has he consumed? Well, this is going to be addition. Okay, now I notice my numbers are kind of spread far apart, so I wonder if I can estimate here. So this sign means approximately, roughly. 95 is close to 100, so I have 100 and 100. 85 is almost 100. 120 is just over 100. So I know my answer is going to be around 500. So do I see one that's possible? Yes, I think right away it's D. So if I have to rush this, I have 1 minute left on the test, 30 seconds. Okay, I might make an educated guess that it's D and have a reasonable chance of getting it right. But we are going to double check it. So on our calculator, 95 plus 95 plus 85 plus 120 plus 120. Now, nice thing about these calculators is you can go back and check. So 95, I can use my arrows here to go back to the beginning. Okay, 95 95, 85, 120, and 120. The biggest chance of making a mistake is entering numbers into the calculator incorrectly, especially when we're stressed. 515? Yes, answer D. Very good. And that was approximately 500. Yep, that was a pretty good estimate. We call that an estimate, or an estimation is the noun. Okay, number 11. Henry repairs household appliances. He keeps track of how much time he spends at each house. Okay, on Monday, his first 4 repairs take 18, 24, 90, and 36 minutes. What is the average time? Well, I know to find the average, I have to find a total. I add them all together, then I'm going to divide my total by the number of numbers. And in this case, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different numbers. Okay, so it's like taking these 4 different numbers, I put them all into a pile together, and I share them out equally, right? Okay, so if my kids all have a different number of cookies and they're fighting, I'm going to put all the cookies into one pile, and then I'm going to share them out equally to make sure everybody gets the same number of cookies. That is what we're doing when we're finding the average. Okay, it's also called the mean. Not mean as in you're a mean person, you say unkind things. But this is a math term for this kind of average because there's different kinds of averages. Okay, so 2-step problem, addition and then division. So I'm going to add up my numbers again. So I'm going to say, what do I have? 18 plus 24 plus 90 plus 36 is going to give me 168. If this was on a test, I'd want to do that again. Or I'd want to go back and check if I have a GRCC calculator like this. And I can double check I put my numbers in correctly. 168. Now my 168, that's my pile of cookies. Now I'm going to divide them equally between those people because they didn't get the same number of cookies, right? And they're going to be fighting. So I've got to divide them back out equally this time into those 4 groups. So 168. And on my calculator, I just press divide because it will automatically take this number. Divide by 4, and it gives me 42. So my number 42 should be kind of in the middle of all these numbers. That's what an average is, a mean. It's somewhere in the middle. It's a middle value. Okay, so my highest value is 90. My lowest is 18. 42 is right in there. So I know that's a sensible answer. Okay, so 42 is the average time that he spends. So he could use that data to plan his time, to make accounting or loan applications, things like that, now that he knows how much time on average he spends at each job. Okay, number 12, we probably do this math all the time, right? I do this math all the time. Vanya earns $13 per hour. Okay, if she works 40 hours per week, so that means she's getting $13 40 times, right? So that's my first piece of math. So I could choose to do that and find an answer, 13 times 40. And this one I can do in my head and in the calculator. I could say, okay, 10 times 40 is 400, plus 3 times 40 is 120. So I could add it up like that if I wanted to, and then check myself on the calculator. Always good if I can, and the numbers are easy enough, and I know how. It's good to check. Now I know I'm pretty confident that she's going to earn $520 per week, right? So this is a week. She gets $420. Okay, but now it says how much will she earn in 26 weeks? So it's $520 per 1 week, but she's going to do this 26 times. So I'm going to take my $520, and this is dollars, okay, times 26 weeks. Okay, and I'm going to come up with 520 times 26 is going to be 13,520. Okay, double check my numbers on the calculator and see if that is an answer. Let's see. 13,520, yes, and the answer is C. Good job, everybody. Well done. Keep working on the math. We'll keep the videos coming. You're doing a great job. And let me know if you have any questions or if there's one particular type of problem you'd like more practice with. Okay? Stay healthy. Stay safe.